Hello everyone, welcome to 12 AM Coding. And today we are going to start our new series on data structure, which is linked list. Okay, so in the first tutorial, we will be seeing about creation of the linked list. Okay, so this is the very basic question which can be asked in interviews, and we will take this particular question as a base, and we will be learning all the concepts in the linked list. Okay, so first of all, let's understand what is the linked list. Okay, so linked list is a linear data structure. Okay, so if you see this particular is a linked list, we are having this particular block. So I'll be explaining you and this, and it is ending somewhere. So these particular blocks will be known as nodes. Okay, you can name it as node. So this is the first node, this is second node, third, and so on. It can be any number of nodes we can have in the linked list. And the starting point of the linked list is known as head. Okay, and the or we can say starting node of the linked list known as head, and the end node of linked list is known as tail. And this is the null actually, or empty, like nothing, right? So what happens in this particular linked list, one node is contain two things. First one is the data, and second one is the pointer to next node actually. So what does it means exactly? So if we think about a CPU, then let's say we are having one CPU and we are having some blocks of memory. Okay, one block, second block, third block, and then so on and so forth. So let's say this particular block we name it as, or let's say the address we have given this particular block is 2000, and this is, let's say, 2001, then 2002 we are having. In the same way 2003 and so on. So what will happen? For example, I am having one node and I put this node on this particular location. So what this will do exactly? This node will be present at 2000 location, right? And the next node, this particular point in this particular node is pointing to the next location, which is 2001 it can be, or any address actually. So what I'm saying, that in linked list we are having a node. Okay, and this node will be pointing to the next node actually. Okay, so this particular part will be your data. Okay, and this is your next, which will be pointing to the address of next node actually. Okay, so this is the thing about linked list. Now there is one more important question, how this linked list is better than array. Okay, so let's say we are having a array. Array is the just a sequence of elements. Okay, it's also a data structure in which we are having the elements like this, like integer, string, or multiple types of element it can store. Okay, so in this particular array, if we need to perform a insert or a deletion, insert or deletion if you perform, then it is more expensive than linked list actually. Why? Because let's say you want to insert data here, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 we are having this array. Then what you need to do, let's say one more 7 element I need to insert at this particular location. So you need to shift those element, you need to provide one more space here, and then you can shift the element, and then you need to perform your insertion, or let's say if you delete anything, then you need to shift them back. So this is the thing, due to which linked list is better than array. Okay, because in the linked list, if you want to insert any element, so for example I am having a linked list. Okay, and this linked list is looking like we are having one node, which is, let's say, 12. It is pointing to some other node, which is, let's say, 18, and this is pointing to some other point, which is, let's say, 25, and this is pointing to some other, let's say, 48, and this is now pointing to your null. So let's say you want to insert one more node at this particular location. Okay, let's say 17 you want to insert. So what you can do, rather than shifting here and there, what you will do, this particular point will be having the address, this one, let's say this is at 2002, and this is at 2000, let's say, 5. So what you will do, rather than pointing it to 2002, you'll point this to 2005, and now 2005 next will be pointing to the 2000. So this is how it is going actually. So this will point to 2005 and this will point to 2002 address. So in this way, you have inserted the element into the linked list. So especially in this particular tutorial, what we are going to do, we will be inserting the element at end of the list. Okay, so let's say we are having this particular list. Let's forget about this node. Let's say we are getting one more node, which is 17. So what we will do, we will put it at this particular location. So this will be pointing to this, and now this location will be pointing to the null actually. So what will be my new linked list? Let's say 12 will be here. Okay. This will be pointing to 18. Then 18 will be pointing to your 25. 25 will be pointing to 48. And then 48 will be pointing to new address, which is 17. And this will be pointing to your null now. Okay. So I think this is making the sense. Okay. So this is the good thing about linked list. Now let's say we are having some elements. For example, currently we are having 12, then 18, then 25, you are having 48. This element we are having. Okay, this is the linked list we need to insert. Now, in the beginning, if you think about it, what we can do actually. So in the case of programming, we need to implement this entire scenario. That from the beginning you want to insert 12, then 18, then 25 at the end. You'll be keep on adding the things. Okay, at the end of the linked list. So how you will be doing? So to represent one node actually, what I can do, this is a node, right? What I can do in Java, how can I implement it? I can implement it as a class actually. And what this class will be, it will be having one variable which is a data. Okay, this class you can think it about as a node actually. This is node is a type of this particular class. Okay, this class anything a name I can give, let's say node, and in this one integer data I'll be having and one more variable I'll be having the node itself, and it will be the variable name I'm giving it as next. Because what will happen if you think it in physical linked list format, let's say one node I am having, okay, one class, this particular variable is of type this particular class which is node. Okay, so this is node. Now this particular section will be storing your data, and this section is nothing but a node. Okay, because it is pointing to some different node, so it is having the connection to this particular node. So there will be one more node, and in the same way we are having multiple nodes. Okay, so I think this makes sense why I'm creating a class, because this class will be having one variable as a data and one variable as a node, which will be pointing to the next node actually. Because this you can think is it as a node only, and it is pointing to a new node. So you can think after the data you are attaching one more node actually, so this will look like this actually. So in itself this next node will be like this particular node will be your new node actually. Okay, and this will be pointing to this one, and then this will be pointing to some other node. So this is how we are keeping the class as a node, and in that we are providing one variable as a data and one variable as a node. Okay, so how you can insert the data into your linked list? So in the beginning what we can do, we can initialize a node. Okay, and this node will be your, let's say, head, because as we know in the beginning head will be there. Okay, so in the beginning head will be null actually. Okay, then let's say 12 you want to insert, so head will be null. Then let's say 12 you want to insert, then what will happen? 12 will be pointing to null now. Then let's say 18 you want to insert, then 12 will be pointing to 18, then 18 will be pointing to null. In the same way 12 will be pointing to 18, 18 will be, let's say, 48 you want to insert, then this will be pointing to null. So we are keep on inserting the data at end of the linked list. Okay, so what pseudo code I can write, let's say you want to insert a element. Okay, and in the beginning your head node will be null. Okay, because we need to start from an empty linked list. This is representing the empty linked list. Empty, we are not having anything. Now what you will do, you will create a method name insert, let's say, and this node will be your node. Okay, this will take two arguments. First one is the node, and then second one is the, let's say, integer type only we are keeping for now. Second one is the data. So just concentrate on this particular part, how this is working. Okay, so in this pseudocode, what I'm going to write, that in the beginning, if your node equals to null. Okay, so in the linked list, first condition can be that it is empty. So if it is null, then what you can do, you can return a new node actually. Okay, and this new node will be your that particular class. So we will be discussing about this particular thing. So let's say you want to insert 12, 18, 42, and let's say 57 into your linked list. So in the beginning, what I'm saying, that in the beginning your head will be equals to null, and this head is nothing but a node. Actually we discussed right up here that we are having a class. So this particular head is null. Okay, now after once it is null, then what you will do, you'll create a new node actually. So one node you got. Okay, and in this new node, what you will be doing, okay, in this new node you will be passing this particular data here. Okay, then what will happen, it will give you a new node with the data. Let's say let me say 12 it will insert, and this will give you a new node, and this will be pointing to the null in the beginning. So this we handle the first condition. Okay, now second thing is, let's say your node is not equals to null, linked list is having some data. Then what you need to do, you need to insert the element at the end of the linked list. Okay, so what you will be going to do, you will be traversing the linked list like first element, then if it is null, then you will insert something here, right? Let's say 18 you want to insert, then this will be pointing to 18 and this will now point to the null. So let me tell you, so what you will do, you will be running a while loop. In the while loop, you can do until you want to run the while loop until the node dot next is not equals to null. Okay, which means we need to go till the end of linked list, okay, to insert anything. Okay, so let's say one element, then two element, then three element, then it is pointing to null. So if you want to insert a fourth element here, then you need to go to first this one, then go to this one, then so this is what we are doing. While your node dot next not equals to null, you are going to that particular node. So you are pointing your node to node dot next actually. This is what you are doing, right? You are keep on traversing and you are keep on pointing. So this node first at the beginning it will be pointing to head, then after that you will do node dot next, then your node will be pointing to this particular location, then this one until it is null. And as soon as this particular null has happened, now what you will do, the current node, okay, the current node next, you will be pointing to the new node now. Okay, I hope this make sense with whatever data you are having, right? That you just traverse till here, then you are adding a new node. Okay, and the end node next you are pointing to the new node. Okay, this is what we are doing, and then you will return something. So what you are going to return, okay, so let's say to print the linked list, every time we need the track of this particular head, that where my head, where my first element is there. So what we need to do, we need to, and in the beginning your node will be that particular location, this initialized first location actually. So for that, what I want to do, that if we run this particular loop, then definitely your node will be changing and your position will be coming at the end, but you want to return the first position, so that at the end you can print this particular linked list. So here what I will do, I will keep a track, let's say node first node equals to node. Okay, so before updating this particular node, I am keeping this beginning of the node in the first node. Okay, I'm keeping this in this particular variable. I can return a first node now. Okay, I can return the first node. I hope this particular thing is making sense. Okay, and then at the end you can print the linked list. So for example, if I just run this code dryly here, then what it will do, in the beginning your head will be null, so head will be pointing to null. Then you'll be inserting, let's say we mentioned 12, 18, 42, and 57. So in the beginning, your 12 will be pointing to null. Okay. So in the beginning, this particular case will run. If your node equals to null, you will get a new node with a 12, and this will point to null for the first time. Then what will happen? You need to insert 18. Then in that case, your head is not equals to null. You are having a data. So what it will do? It will traverse till the node dot next equals to null. So in this particular case, first only one element is there, so its next will be null. So what you will do? here it will end. You will come to this particular location and node dot next equals to null. Then this internal will not run, it will come here. Then what you will do, current node is this one, you'll point the next of it to the new node. Okay, so 12 will be pointing to 18, and new nodes next will by default pointing to null. I'll show you. Okay, then after that you are also keep tracking of the first node, which is your 12 at this particular point of time. Then you need to insert 42. Then again, while loop will run, it will come node dot next. Here it will come in the beginning. Then here it will come. It's node dot next equals to null. Then it will insert. It will insert the 42 here, and by default you will get a new node which will be pointing to the null. Okay, then again in the same way, 12 it will go, 18 it will go, 42 it will go, and then 57 it will go, and this will point to null now. Okay, and then you are keep tracking of the first node every time you are returning it. So you are keep on appending your data into this particular node, and you are keep tracking of the first node and returning it. Okay, now let's move to the code and see how does this particular linked list work. So what I've done, simply I have created a class which is linked list, and I have created a main method. So first of all, as we already discussed, let me create a class. Okay, and this class will be your node. Okay, and this node will be taking the first data, and second thing, it will be taking your next location of that particular node. Okay, then let me create one more class, link list operation. Okay, just for all my operations and everything, I am creating a methods actually in this particular class. So first method I need is your get new node actually. Okay, so let's say you want to get the new node. Okay, so I'll be doing private. Okay, and then this will be returning me a new node, get new node. Okay, and this method will be taking your data actually. Okay, and in this what we will be doing, we will be creating a new node. Okay, and we'll be creating a new node here. We are creating an object of this particular new node, and we are setting node dot data equals to your data. Okay, or you can say this dot data. Okay, okay, it will work on class level, so I'm not saying this right now because it's a function, right? So I'll just mention node dot data equals to data, and then what you can do, you can point your node dot next equals to null. Okay, and then you can return this particular node. So what we have done, we just created a new node in which we will be pointing the data to data and next to the null, as I told, right, that we will be creating like in the same way. We are creating one node actually, simply we are giving one node in which we are providing the data here, and this will be pointing to null. So this particular object we are creating and returning, simply it is a new node. And now we are going to write our insert function, which will be, let's say, public, and this will be returning me a node. Okay, and this insert will be taking node. Okay, and then integer data it will be taking. And in this one, what I'm going to do, in the beginning, as I told, right, if your node equals to null in the beginning, then what you will do, you will return a new node actually with the data. Okay, and then second thing what we are going to do, we are going to run a loop. In this loop we will be running until the node dot next not equals to null, right? We need to insert at the end, right? So until the node dot next not equals to null, we will be running this loop, and we'll be pointing your node to node dot next. We are keep on traversing the node until it is null. Okay, and then after you find the null, what you will do, now you will insert the new node, node dot next equals to get new node with that particular data. Okay, and then you will return your node. So as I told, we will not return the node, we'll be keep tracking our first node, and this will be your node. Every time it will come here, and you will be returning the first node here. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Now let me create one more method which will be printing the linked list. Okay, this will be void print. Okay, this will be taking your node, which will be passing the head here, and we will be doing that. If your node, like if list is empty, first case we are handling, if node will be null, then just return from here. Else what you will do, you will be running again the loop till your node dot next not equals to null. Okay, or we can say, rather than next, node not equals to null, so that it will print till the end actually. Okay, so while your node will be not equals to null, you will be doing system.out.println not dot next. Okay, until it is null, and then you'll be writing like one space also, or sorry, not dot data will be printing rather than next. And let me remove this println statement here, and you'll be doing node equals to node dot next here. Okay, and then at the end, what you are going to do, let me print a system.out.println, so that a new line will be printed. So for example, you want to insert some data. So first of all, let me create a object of this linked list operation so that we can access those methods, our helper methods. Okay, okay, new I need to provide actually. Okay, after that, I'll be creating my head node. Okay, node head equals to null. As I told in the beginning, we'll be having an empty list. Then let's say uh, head will be your operations dot insert the data, and insert in this I'll be passing the head, and let's say 12 you want to insert. Then head equals to operations dot, or let me copy paste these things two three times, and I'll be adding, let's say 18 you want to add here, then 42 you want to add here, let's say 87 you want to add here. Okay, and then at the end you'll be printing operations dot print your head. Okay, it will be printing, so it will be taking your first node and it will be printing everything. So let me do one thing. Let me first run it and show you guys how the output will look. So we inserted all the 12, 18, 42, 87, and this is what we are getting the linked list. Now let me show you while debugging how it looks. So in the beginning, I'm calling this, let me keep our breakpoints here also. So in the beginning, we are adding the 12. So in the first, as I told, when it will come here, it will be node will be null and you need to insert data 12. So what will happen now? I'll be running this and this will be getting a new node to me with the data. Okay, so this will return a new node. Now your head will be, if we see, it will be a single node. So first of all, data will be 12 and next will be pointing to the null. And now we will be inserting 18. So if I'm inserting 18, then it's not a null, right? We are having one node right now, 12 with the null. So what we will do, we are just storing this first node into our node. Okay, whatever node we got, so that we can return the head later. And we will be running this node.next equals to null. So in this current case, our first node is 12 and next equals to null. So this will not go inside because we are only having one element. And node.next equals to, it will give you a new node. Okay, so now if you see the node, okay, your node will be 12 you are having, and next will be pointing to 18, and 18 is pointing to null. So in the same way we discussed, right, this particular scenario, in the same way it is happening. So let me run again. Now we are having two elements already. 12 is pointing to this particular node which is having 18 and null. Now you need to insert 42. In the same way we'll come into while loop. Now in the beginning your node.next not equals to null, so it will go inside. Now it will be pointing to the 18th node. Okay, so see, 12th node has gone. Now 18th and null has came because we are currently at this particular location. So whenever we are having a null, we need to insert one node with the 42, and your first node is still pointing to 18, and now 18 pointing to 42 and 42 pointing to null. Okay, in the same way we'll be running for 87. Okay, and in the end, if you see, this is our situation of linked list. Okay, so if you see the beauty, that first element, it is 12, it is pointing to next, which is the node again 18, then it is pointing to next, which is a node 42, then 42 is pointing to next node, which is 87. Now 87 is printing to null because it's the end, and as I already told in the linked list, when it will be end, when it is null actually, and we are just printing all those elements. So we are running while node dot sorry node not equals to null, we are just printing everything. Okay, so in this particular code we have printed our linked list here. Okay, so yes guys, that's it for this particular video, and I hope this particular video makes sense to you. We will be covering lots of questions, but this particular question we need to understand it very good way actually, so that our concepts are very clear. Okay, what is node, what is head, what is tail, what is null, why we need null, and what is the use of linked list. So that we will be covering the other questions, like lots of flavors of questions are there. So we'll be covering in our future tutorials. So yes guys, if you like this particular video, and this video is little bit long because I just want to explain each and every concept in very better way. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe the channel, like the video, and if you are having any question, mention in the comment section. So yes guys, for now, thank you. See you in the next tutorial.